Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. So today we will be talking about River Modern. So I think in the last few months, we have been seeing quite a lot of activities in the River Valley area. We are seeing that Zion Grand, Promenade Peak, River Green, all these projects have launched late of last year and they have been selling very well, right? So today we are reviewing another upcoming project again in the River Valley called River Modern. So before I begin, I just want to wish everybody a very happy Chinese New Year in the year of horse. So I wish you what year ahead in 2026. Let's proceed. This is my QR code. If you would like to connect with me to ask me anything about property question, feel free to just take your phone and scan on the QR code and then you can DM me directly. So some disclaimer, all the information that I'll be presenting in this video are just mainly based on my own opinion and research, and it's just for your reference. Okay, so first thing first, we talk about where is River Modern, right? So right now we will look at where is River Modern. River Modern, let me zoom in. If you can see, River Modern is actually located right here, right in front of King Sim Park. It is a short walk, very short walk to Great World MRT station. So if you have been following the River Valley launches in the last few months, you'll find that most of the launches are all around Great World MRT station. So this is where is the location. Another thing to highlight is that you will notice that River Modern, the developer advertised the theme is you will have a view of the Singapore River, right? So 70% of the units are actually facing the Singapore River, right? So you will have a very nice unblocked view of the Singapore River, right? Then the other 30%, they are facing the River Valley Primary School. So some project information about River Modern. River Modern total units is 455 units. I would say quite decent size for a condo like this. And the developer is Guaco Land. It's a very reputable developer who has developed a lot of properties in OCR, RCR, and also Martin Modern as well, right? So you can be assured that Guaco Land, I think a lot of people, they have heard about it. They will deliver very project with very good quality. So in terms of the unit mix, the smallest is starting from a 2-bedroom. I don't have a 1-bedroom in this project. You will find that for a 2-bedroom, close to 40% of 2-bedder. Then the other half is split between the 3 and 4-bedder, right? So 3-bedder already have about 46%. So you can see majority of the unit are actually 2 and 3-bedder. Then 4-bedder, of course, it will make up of the last 15%. So to let you have a glimpse of what is a view of River Modern is going to be like, there is 70% of the units are river facing, which is facing the Singapore River. So you will get a very nice view of that, right? So in this video, we are also looking at, a few things. One, we are looking at the pricing strategy of the new launches nowadays and how River Modern will be priced in terms of per square foot. And then the second thing we'll be looking at is that what is the estimated premium for a river view and a non-river view. So we'll be taking some examples from the past projects from other developments to do some estimation. So before I move on, you can actually see that I have this QR code on every slide. So just in case when you are scrolling through the video and then at some point you would like to connect with me, so it will be very easy because every slide I have my QR code there, so you can actually take your phone and scan and DM me directly if you have any question. So the site plan, the main entrance is located along River Valley Green, this road. So let me zoom it in. So the main entrance is you will be coming from here, the car will come in from here, and then they will drive through and down to the main arrival lobby. So you can see that the land itself is very longish. From what I see, it's very similar to River Green. River Green land also very long. So what I can see that the condo facility are pretty standard. They have a 50-meter lap pool and they have a full-size tennis court for this development. So in terms of the landscaping, from my personal experience, I always say that Guaco Land, they always build very nice landscape and quality product. So that is so much about the site plan. And also one thing to take note is that you'll find that 70 of the units are facing the river view, which is this side. And most of the units that is facing here are actually the 3-bedder. I have my 3-bedder and 2-bedder. And of course, the 4-bedroom, right? The 4-bedroom, definitely developer must give them very premium view. So only 30% of the units, they are facing the non-river, which is facing the River Valley Primary School, right? So those that is non-river facing are usually the 2-bedder and some 3-bedder. So if let's say you are looking for bigger units like a 4-bedroom, don't worry, your view will be very premium. So let's move on. So first thing first, we are going to understand the developer pricing strategy where we look at the last few launches, how did developer actually load, right? So I think a lot of people, they always wanted to buy a new launch with good entry price with a lower per square foot. We always have 1 bedroom or 2 bedroom, 3 bedder, and 4 bedroom. If you look at in the past, how does developer actually price, the units in terms of per square foot? You will find that usually in the past, for the 1 bedder and 2 bedder, usually the per square foot is usually higher because the unit size is smaller, right? Then for 3 bedroom and 4 bedroom, because of the unit size is bigger, usually the per square foot is lower. This is how developer priced it in the past. But I can tell you things has already changed. Developer price it very differently right now because due to the market demand and the market movement. So let's take a look at Promenade Peak. Also another new launch in the area very close to River Modern. So if you see, for Promenade Peak, there are 1 bedder and 2 bedder. You can see that the per square foot is about 2,905. And we look at the 3 bedder is 3,000. And the 4 bedder is 3,382. So what you can see from here is that for Promenade Peak, the developer actually didn't load so much of premium in the 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom. So for the smaller unit, you can see that for buyer actually they can get a lowest per square foot. But the developer load 100 per square foot onto the 3 bedroom and 382 square feet onto the 4 bedroom. So you can see that the developer where they place their loading nowadays in terms of their premium, they place it in the bigger units, 3 and 4 bedroom. Why is it so? Because usually the market movement have already shifted. Developer know that for the smaller unit, 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom, it is a bit harder to move nowadays from what I see from a lot of launches. So that's why developer, in order to attract, to give people a very attractive pricing, so the developer don't load so much onto the smaller unit. But the bigger unit, the developer, the bigger units will still have demand, and it has a very strong demand, so that's why the developer, you can see that they place the loading onto the bigger units. So this is usually how developer place their pricing strategy onto the new launches nowadays. Let's look at another development, River Green. River Green, you can see that 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom is 3,591 per square foot. There are 3 bedder is 3,128, is roughly about the same. If you look at the average for 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom is 3,118. So the 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom and 3 bedroom average per square foot remain the same, right? But the developer load for River Green load onto the 4 bedder. The 4 bedder is 3,278, about 148 per square foot more. So it is the same trend for River Green as well. The next one, we look at Zion Grand. The last launch, Zion Grand in the area, did very well. You can see that there are 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom, also 3,000 per square foot, 3 bedder, 3,092. Developer also load slight premium onto the 3 bedder, and similarly load very big premium onto the 4 and 5 bedder, about 500 per square foot more. So what I'm trying to say is that, last time a lot of people, they have been talking about, smaller units are more attractive because per square foot is lower. I can tell you things have already changed. Now the developer are loading a lot of premiums onto the bigger units because they know that they still have demand. So the key question is, if I get the bigger units, my per square foot is higher, means that I'm in a disadvantaged position. But from my personal point of view is that the bigger units, everybody know that in the market, it will still have very good demand because the demand is very strong for 3 bedder, 4 bedder and 5 bedder. So the next thing we are going to look at, exciting, River Modern developer just dropped their starting price. So let's take a look. River Modern starting price, very attractive, starting from 2,800 per square foot. You can see that the strategy also the same. You can see that the 2 bedroom starting from 2,077, 3 bedder starting from 2,883. So you can see that the 2 bedder and 3 bedder, the per square foot is the same, but developer load most of their premium onto the 4 bedder. So what does this mean, right? Is that on the launch day, because of the per square foot, the 2 bedder and 3 bedder are the same. If let's say the budget permits, the budget allow, then I would say that if can, try to go for the bigger unit type. Of course, some of them, they have some constraint in terms of their budget, then they can still consider a 2 bedder. But from what I see is that the 2 bedder and 3 bedder really, they have very attractive starting price. For the 4 bedder, 3,134 per square foot, we are seeing that 4 bedder in Zion Grand, in Promenade Peak, and also River Green, right? So that's why, in terms of the entry price for their 4 bedder, I would say that it is still priced quite attractively. It is still in line with other launches around the area. So for buyers who are looking into a 4 bedder today, I feel that you are not really entering at a very high per square foot that is not proven in the area, right? Because buyer have already bought. And I know that for Zion Grand, I think they have already bought up to 3,500, 3,600 per square foot, around that kind of range. So the next thing we are going to look at, because 70% of the units are river facing, Singapore River, right? And 30% are non-river facing. So definitely, developer, they will be pricing, there's a price difference in terms of premium for the river facing units, right? So we are going to see like how I actually estimate in terms of the premium jump between the non-river and river facing. So if I take one example of the past project Promenade Peak, you can see that, some of the unit like Stack 2 is facing the Singapore River and Stack 12 is facing Zion Grand. We can take a look at this project and see how does developer actually, place their premium for the river view facing. If we see Promenade Peak, last year, 3rd of August 2025, for a 3-bedroom 1076 square feet, Stack 2 and Stack 12, you can see that the per square foot for a river facing unit is 2769 and for a non-river facing unit is 2739. So which means that the developer placed 11% more premium for the river view. If we look at another higher floor of the same layout, 17th floor, just now we look at level 6. Similarly, you can see that the developer pays about 10.5% more for the river view facing, which is quite a lot. The price difference will be about 150,000, about there. But what I'm trying to say is that, of course, different developer, they have very different strategy. So for Promenade Peak, the developer is all green. So all green, you can see that they place a lot more premium onto the river view facing. So the next one, if we look at another example, which is Faber Residence, also just launched last year, did a very successful launch. If you look at their view premium, let me zoom into the map for you to see. Stack 64, which is here, somewhere here, which is facing the Pandan River, and the Stack 69, which is facing the pool view, right? If we zoom in and take a look, so if you can see that, level 3, low floor, Stack 64, which is having the river facing. So this one is the river facing. The price, both are 2-bedroom. The price is 1.904. And for the non-river facing of the same floor, the price is 1.851. That relates to about 3% more. So the developer actually placed a 3% more for the river view facing, which is 50,000 more. So in my personal opinion, I would say that 3% more for a more premium facing, I would say that it's not really a lot. If we look at another stack, which is also level 3, another stack which is Stack 62, which is here, and this is a bigger unit type. This is a 4-bedroom. Stack 62, which is having the pool view, and Stack 63, which is having the river view. So Stack 62, this is the non-river view. The buyer actually bought for 3.236 million, and Stack 63, this is the river view, the buyer bought for 3.281. So which means that the developer also placed about very slight premium, about 1.4% more for river view. So if you can see that in this example, you can see that if the developer placed very small premium onto the river view and pool view, that means most of the loading might go into the floor level. So these are the little things that you need to take note on the when you are trying to analyze the whole pricing for River Modern. So this is what I see, how Guacoland actually price their development. I'm not saying that Guacoland might place 3% premium on the river view and the non-river view facing, but this is the trend that I see in Faber Residence. When we really have the price list, we really must analyze and see where is the premium loading is. Okay, so right now let's look into the floor plan. So the first thing first, we look at the 2-bedder layout. So on my left hand side, I'm looking at a 2-bed 1-bath 538 square feet versus a 2-bed 2-bath 646 square feet. So what are the differences? So the main entrance is right here. When we enter from the kitchen, we are seeing both are having an open concept kitchen, 7 square meter and 8 square meter. So the 2-bed 2-bath, this is B2 type layout. So the B2 layout has a slightly larger kitchen, 7 square meter and 8 square meter. Most buyers cannot tell any difference lah. Living room, 17 square meter and 19 square meter. Yes, 2 square meter differences. There is a slight differences. So this one is definitely bigger for the living room. Next, we move on to the common bedroom. The common bedroom, we are seeing that for the 2-bed 2-bath, we have 11 square meter versus 9 square meter. For the B2 layout, definitely the common bedroom, you can fit a king size bed. Plus, a lot of people, they always complain that the bedroom is too small, you cannot fit a study table. But in this layout, B2, you can actually fit a study table at the corner, right, if you really want, and some cabinet. So I see as a very big advantage for the B2 layout to have a very big common bedroom. And the master is 10 square meter versus 9 square meter. So definitely the bedroom 2 is bigger and the master is slightly bigger. Balcony size is about the same, 3 square meter and 3 square meter. So from what I see is that personally, to give you a better visualization, I have actually included some of the ranking on what I feel about the usability or the 3 important factors, right? So personally, I have included 3 important factors on each for every type of floor plans from my experience in the resale market. So what I look at is that first thing first is the usability efficiency, right? So how usable is the whole space? A lot of people, they've been talking about, wasted space, why the developer built this way, so we'll be looking into that, and I actually give my own personal ranking on that. Second factor is we look at the lighting and ventilation efficiency. So what is that? Is that, a lot of people, when they look at resale unit, they always look at how bright is the unit is, and whether the unit is windy or not. So this is my second factor that I feel that it is quite important. And the last one is the resale appeal, to the market in the future. So for a 2-bed 1-bath, personally I feel that this is a dumbbell layout. So dumbbell layout usually is the most efficient layout. So I'll give it a 3-star. Lighting and ventilation, I'll give it a 2-star because the master bath don't really have a window, right? So I give it a 2-star. Then the resale appeal, I will give it a 2-star in the market, which is quite standard. A lot of buyers, they have seen many projects with this kind of layout for type B1. Type B2, for the usability, now I decided to give it a 3-star after I explained the common bedroom. I find that, wow, the common bedroom is really quite attractive in terms of the size. Second factor, lighting and ventilation efficiency. I would say 2.5-star. Why? Because the bathroom 2, they actually have a window. So this is very important. And master bath don't have a window. If the master bath have a window, I'll give it a 3-star already for the lighting and ventilation efficiency. And the resale appeal, I'll give it a 2.5-star because this layout is really very rare. So this is how I will rank it. Okay. So the next thing, we look at another 2 more type of layout, which is B3 and B4. Also, both are 2-bed 2-bath. So B3 and B4, the layout is very similar except for the kitchen. So you can actually see that this is the main door. For type B3, 6, 7, 8 square feet, you actually have a tuck-in kitchen, L-shaped tuck-in kitchen. For B4, you have a U-shaped tuck-in kitchen. So the kitchen is definitely bigger by 1 square meter. This is 1 square meter bigger. Living room, the same size. And the master bedroom, 10 and 10, 9 and 9 for the common bedroom. And for the both bathroom are the same. So the extra space actually goes to the kitchen. So in terms of my ranking, I would say that the user efficiency for this type of layout, because it's a dumbbell layout, I'll give it a 3-star. Lighting and ventilation, I'll give it a 2-star because both bathroom don't have a window. And the resale appeal, I'll give it a 2-star. For the other type, 6, 8, 9 square feet, the usability efficiency, I will give it a 3-star. Lighting and ventilation, the same as B3, a 2-star. Resale appeal, I will give it a 2.5-star. Why? Because of the kitchen is really bigger. So if you would ask me which one is the best layout to go for 6, 7, 8 square feet and 6, 8, 9 square feet, the difference is just 11. So 11 square feet, I would say that it is really not a lot. If you multiply, if let's say the per square foot is about 3,100 per square foot, it's about 34,000, right? So 34,000, I would say that to buy a very big tuck-in kitchen, I would say that maybe it's something that you may want to consider to pay for it, because to have this kind of U-shaped tuck-in kitchen is very rare also. Next thing, we are going to look at a 3-bedroom. 3-bedroom have 6 type of layout. So the first one we are looking at, to my left hand side, is a 3-bedroom compact type C1 797 square feet versus another type which is 829 square feet. So what is the difference? The main door is right here. So when you come in, both are having an open concept kitchen, just that type C2 they have a tuck-in kitchen. If you see, the kitchen size is 10 square meter versus 5. So definitely this is 5 square meter bigger, which is a lot bigger for type C1. So definitely this one, the kitchen, a lot of people, they will feel that it's very big for this type of layout. For the living room, it's 22 and 29 square meter. So this one is 7 square meter difference. For the living room, I would say that when you walk into a C2, you can definitely feel that the living room is much bigger. And this is important. Usually in a house, living and kitchen, these two are one of the more important factors that a lot of buyers, they place emphasis in. Balcony are 5 and 5, the same. Bedroom 2 is 9 and their bedroom 2 is 9, so it's the same. Bedroom 3 is 8 and their bedroom 3 is 9. So definitely 8 and 9, what's the difference? Anything that is 8 square meter minimally, it can fit a queen size bed. Just nice and gum hole one. 9 square meter, you have a bit more space that you can fit side table. 8 square meter side table will be very tight. So this is the difference. So this one is 1 square meter more, which is not bad. And master is 11 and 11, the same. Bathroom is 4 and 4 and 5 and 5. So for the 829 square feet, I would say that the differences really goes to the bedroom 3 and living room, which is very important. When it comes to my ranking, type C1 usability efficiency, I'll give it a 2-star. Lighting and ventilation efficiency, I'll give it a 2-star also, because the master bath, the 2 bathroom, one of it have a window, the bathroom 2 don't have a window. And the resale appeal, I'll give it a 1.5-star. Personally, I feel that it's not bad, the layout. It's just that it is still an open concept kitchen for a 3-bedroom, and the kitchen is really big. But compared to C2, I feel that most of the space goes to the living room, which is where most people they spend most of their time. So the usability efficiency, I give it a 2-star. Lighting and efficiency, I give it a 2-star as well. And the visual appeal, I give it a 2.5-star because of the living room is usually bigger. Next, we are going to look at 2 more layout, which is the 2-bedroom premium, the 3-bedroom with flexi, 893 square feet C3 and C4 904 square feet. Main door is here. So if you look at the 893 square feet, you'll find that they also have a open concept kitchen, a tuck-in one. But this one, what you can do is you can make it an enclosed kitchen if you really want. So what you can do if you really want to make it an enclosed kitchen, so you can see that it comes with a flexi room. This flexi room can be used as a storeroom or it can be a helper room, which is very good. This is what a lot of people have been looking at. So if you really want to make it a tuck-in kitchen, what you can do, here you install a door and here you install a sliding door, which you can close up, and your kitchen will be enclosed kitchen already. So which means that it can be done. And the living room is 29 square meter versus 32. So this one definitely bigger. And the bedroom 3 is 9, bedroom 3 is 9, bedroom 2 is 9, bedroom 2 is 9, master bedroom is 12, this is 10. So master bedroom is 2 square meter bigger for 893. Kitchen size is 6. This kitchen size is 7. So this one is 1 square meter bigger. Bathroom 2 is this one, 4 and 5. 4 and 5. In terms of my ranking, usability efficiency, this one I give it a 2.5 star, not bad. Lighting and ventilation efficiency, I give it a 1.5 star because both bathroom don't have a window. And the visual appeal, I give it a 2.5 star. And why I give it a 2.5 star compared to this one is 2 star. Why? Because it has a flexi room. Personally, I feel that having a flexi room is very important because it can be doubled up as a storeroom, or it can double up as a study room. It can double up as a, it has many purpose. Compared to C4 layout, the developer take away the flexi room, and in turn, they give you a bigger balcony and also the slightly bigger kitchen. So I feel that, in my personal opinion, I feel that in this layout, my preference will go to C3 lah. I'll go to here. Okay, next we look at another 2 more type of layout is C5 and C6. These are very big layout, and C5 and C6, the main door is here. From what I see, so for C5 and C6, these 2 layout, 1098 square feet for C5 and 1109 square feet for C6. You can see that these 2 layouts look very identical. The main differences is the living room. This is 36 square meter and 37 square meter, and both layout comes with a wide frontage of the living room, right? Which means that your living room will be very bright. So this one is 1 square meter more. Balcony size the same, 9 and 9. Kitchen size is 11 and 11, and it comes with flexi room also, 4 and 4. So both are the same. Bathroom 3 and bathroom 3, both are the same. Bedroom 3, 9 square meter, 9 square meter. Master bedroom 13, master bedroom 13, the same. Bedroom 2, 9 and 9. So you can see that I would say the difference is very minor, just a bit more. So the 1 square meter really goes to the living room. So in my personal opinion, I would say that the usability efficiency, I give it a full star, a 3 star. Lighting and ventilation efficiency, this layout is very good layout, 3 star as well. Visual appeal, definitely. I feel that in the future, a lot of buyers, they will, these are the type of 3-bedder layout that they are really looking at, because a landscape, a wide frontage layout is very rare for a 3-bedroom unit. So definitely I give it a full 3 star as well. So for the 1109, usability efficiency also a full 3 star. Lighting and ventilation efficiency also a full 3 star. The visual appeal, personally, I changed my mind. I will give it a full 3 star as well. So both layout, C5 and C6, both are very good layout, right? So personally, if you would ask me between these 2 layout, which one, I would still say that I will pick this one because the size is just a bit smaller, right? But on the launch day, really depends on your ballot number and what floor can you choose. So the next thing I will look at a 4-bedroom. 4-bedroom developer have 2 type of layout, and the 4-bedroom are the only type of layout that comes with private lift. Type D1, 1464 square feet versus type D2, 1830 square feet. Wow, this very huge. Let's look at what is the difference. So both come with private lift. So this is a private lift lobby. You come in from here, and for this one, the private lift is here. When you come in from the private lift, the main difference really goes out to the living room. 35 square meter and 57 square meter. This is 22 square meter bigger. So the 1830 really very big for the living room and dining room. But the D1 is also very good. 35 square meter for a wide frontage is also very comfortable. For the kitchen, it's 19 square meter versus 18 square meter. So not much difference. You're not using 1 square meter more. For the WC, it's 2, and this is 2 as well. So it's the same. And they comes with a household shelter, a 4 square meter. This one comes with a household shelter also is here, 5 square meter. So this is 1 square meter more. So basically, the main difference is that the D2 comes with an additional store, which I don't really see in D1. Then for the common bedroom, bedroom 4 is 9 square meter Bedroom 4 is 9 square meter, both are the same. Bedroom 3 is 9, bedroom 3 is 9, the same. And they have a junior master room. Junior master room is 13. Their junior master room is 10. So this one is 3 square meter more, which is very good. 3 square meter more. And master is 12 square meter, and their master is 17 square meter. This is 5 square meter more. So you can feel that the master bedroom is a lot bigger already. And both come with a walk-in wardrobe 4 and 5. Bathroom, I will not talk about it because most bathroom size are the same. Balcony, 12 square meter and 12 square meter, same. So if you ask me these two layout, my preference, this one depends on budget really. If you already have the very big budget, of course you may want to go for the 1830 D2 layout because you will feel that the whole living size is very comfortable and including the master bedroom size. If not, D1 layout are equally good at 1464. It is also considered very big in the market and you will also enjoy the size that you want. So this comes to the end of my analysis for River Modern. So if you would like to connect with me to ask me more questions about River Modern or any property related question, you can feel free to scan on the QR code to drop me a message and I look forward hearing from you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!